Yeah, I think we're on our own for a while. Now, if push comes to shove, Bilal's going to be fine. Because Bilal is cannibal and has no issue eating people. However, the rest, a bit less so. The animatree is fully grown. I think. Yeah. So now it's just a case of people getting time to meditate. Styx is just doing amazing work right now. Right, major break risk on Styx. Rebuffed by Colette. You're causing this problem, mate. There's nothing we can do about that one. Expand that out. I would very much like that bow brought in. But I fear we're going to need to get outside. And take out... I need Leaf to help me with this. Yeah, you just hang tight there. How's Bilal doing? Bilal should be fine soon. Styx, you're coming out. Colette, let's go out there. I really would like to take Leaf in, but I think it's probably more important that Leaf in does not have to come out. Let's try and take it down. See, a Peeler would be such a powerful attack for us right now. Come on. Good hit. Good hit. Couple more like that. Dead in 10 hours. Polar Bear Revenge. Yes, that's obvious. Come on. Keep it up. Couple more hits. Right, you need to bail. Colette, move. Colette. The polar bear is messed up. It will die. You did a good job. %318 loss. Did you just grab one of the smoke leaves? I think you may have. Friends needing help. Chief of the Ambaxada tribe recently rescued 2 tribespeople from an enemy jail. She wants you to guard them at Stinging Hollow until she can send a shuttle to collect them in 17 days. We can get Psychic Insanity Lance, 4 Glitterworld Medicine, or 17 Goodwill. I'd have to feed them for 17 days. On the surface, it seems like an easy one, but 2 extra mouths to feed when we're this low on material, actually not a great trade for us. Alright. Styx, Colette. Let's get back out there. We need to kill this bear, then go grab the Ibixto. Belial, I need you to butcher. It is badly messed up. I'm not even sure it would actually make it all the way around. Pop out. Take a couple of shots. Nice shot. Perfect. Okay. Finish it off. And get it in. There we are. Excellent work. It's the only other animal left on the map. There were a couple more, but it's probably going to leave as well. Odds are fairly high it will leave. Colette's recreation is helping out. You've been eating raw insect meat. You're not in a good mood. And that is fair. Badly need Bilal to make some food here. There we are. And then once that's done... Oh, it's Colette? No, Colette is not. Let's prioritize cooking after that. There we go. Got a bit of meat. No. We will wait. There we go. What are you doing? No. Just wait. Wait in the warm room. It's fine. Oh, Leafin is... Oh, some of our animals. Yeah, we haven't been able to keep their training up. Medical emergency. Unfortunately, there's really not much we can do about it. I've got extreme hypothermia. Could you please work on this fire? Instead of everything but. There we go. 4 meals. Done. Done. Go get the food you want. Oh, alright. No one's liking going in that room. They're not going to like what I do next either, but sadly, it is a requirement. Okay, this should start helping a bit. You're not going to die from hypothermia, at least, but... I need to get this game when I have the money, but I love Space Engineers. Too much leave it for a long-running game like this. Yeah, there's always a concern about that. This is... You have to put a lot of time into Rimworld. That being said, I mean, as a variety streamer, I switch games really regularly. Oh, thank goodness, some more food. So, you know, don't think that you can't. But, yeah, it does... it does help. Alright, let's take you two. Let's get down here. We're going to take out... Yeah, we're going to try and just wipe these. How are you doing? Needs-wise, okay. You needs-wise aren't amazing, but you know, we're getting there. Right, you're no longer incapable of walking. That's good for you. It's warming up in there. But yeah, I switch games. It generally isn't too difficult. I mean, it comes down to what you want to do, I suppose. If you just want to focus on one game at a time to its completion, then yeah, something like Rimworld, which is never really going to be complete, might be a bit of a struggle for you. Come on, you. I will be able to make a greenhouse effectively in time, but... Alright, okay, there we go. Let's get everything back. Could you haul? And you haul. There we go. And someone should come down for the other one. Now, generally speaking, we should get enough animals to keep things going, but... it may be a little bit of a struggle sometimes. Sticks. Could I get you to go and refuel this campfire? Just really don't want them to die of hypothermia in there. Quest available. Belial's Yeoman Ceremony. Okay. We could do this now. Belial could get this. Rimworld can be finished very quickly, depending on your misfortune. Yeah, that is quite true. Yeah. Can I bring up his rank? Needs... There we are. No, I don't want to announce the title. Freeholder. The imperial title freeholder is used by the Empire to signify a fully respected individual. Most imperial citizens earn it while young through volunteer work or military service. The title is also offered to outsiders who act with honor in the eyes of the Empire. Freeholder, 1 honor, which is what we've got right now. Yeoman, which would require 7 total honor. Acolyte, knight or dame. Praetor, baron or baroness, or count or countess. Let's have a look at yeoman. Does it tell us what we would need? Acolyte. There we go. So we actually don't need anything. Now that we know what the needs will look like. I can't imagine you're happy. You are not happy. Leafin feigned inattention towards Oak. Aww. Oh, you were trying to train Oak, but Oak was like, nope. Nope, not having any of it. I refuse. Oh, thank you so much for the Prime Suit, Angel UK. Diolch yn fawr. Are we in winter right now? Oh, well, it's always going to show permanent winter. But sometimes it's a lot colder. I'm thinking that at this point, we are going to have to hook up to this steam vent. It's more or less the only way we're going to get a decent amount of warmth into the colony. That'll be able to warm this area at the very least. Actually, don't do that until we've built it. But I can remove that then and have this be use a vent here. I'm going to want to double clad this though. To try and insulate some of this heat. This part can just be cold. Now I know that part of this is going to struggle to be built, unfortunately, so I do need to make sure I build it in certain ways. Down there, for example. Belial. Belial will eventually stop hurting, but... I have 5 pending backseat requests. Are we there yet? Doesn't count. Would it help to have a separate cool room for food away from the fire? Maybe with a cooler when it's not cold outside? Yeah, that's always the ideal. But when it's like -23 outside, my separate cool room, which is just a regular room with 6 roofs missing, is more than enough. Make a tree farm. Can't do that one. Too late to build around the steam vent? No, it's not. Those prisoner bedrolls look far more comfortable than the hospital beds. They do, actually, yes. But now Belial is up and about, we are finally in a position where we'll get some bloody food made. Any more wildlife? No. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. We are definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. Now, the other thing that we can do, and that is sincere advantage, is that we can strip away all of these internal walls that are currently made of wood and replace them with marble. And the same up here, really. Dozing off to Aavak's dulcet tones, I will have to find out the fate of wasp whisperers later. Good night, Aavak and Daplings. Oh, take care. Right now, things are a bit rough for us. Leafin researching regularly will be a big help, though. Well, finally getting some much needed sleep. Leafin? How bad is that? Actually, that's almost gone now. Cool. Right. Let's have a quick look at the zones. I'm starting to feel like just marking everything within this compound as home wouldn't be a bad idea. There we go. And done. Right, getting the cladding around here would be very useful. How warm is it? Not warm. I can't really dictate which direction they do it in. Thankfully, granite is the primary stone type that we're working on, so we'll get that done fairly quickly. Colette is still out there chopping down trees. Bless them. Hey, Muffalo! Fantastic! Where are the beautiful Muffalos? Show me them. Ah, 2 at a time. We must hunt. They must be hunted. Bilal enjoying some delicious, delicious noms. Others may enjoy it. They probably won't, though. Actually. Swarm tenders, you're allowed to wear... Oh. Hive Guru, you're also allowed to wear the toque. If you want to. Okay. This place is sorted out. Let's have a look at you. In terms of prisoner, no interaction currently. No, I would like you to reduce resistance, so make them happy. Have a chat. Have a good long chin wag. I think, though, if we can... Let's go and accept. See if you can breed the pet. No, can't. Not enough. Like, if you have a look around, there's not even anything to graze. There's no grass going. It's way too cold for anything to survive. Hopping off for the night. Farewell and take care. I'll take care, Minnie. Thanks for dropping by. Really glad to have had you. Right. Let's accept. Pomp. Wow. You've got equipped an L-Tex staff. I think I've got to send Bilal down there. Where is Bilal? Bilal! Bilal, you've got important things to do. You refill this, and could you refill it? Oh no. You're already refilling it. Bilal! Do bestowing ceremony, please. In one of the only warm rooms in the entire colony. They're equipped with some decent gear. An Ultratech staff threaded with psychic focusing material. While it is a solid melee weapon, its main purpose is to enhance the wielder's psychic sensitivity and neural heat. Tunk. Yeoman title gained. Bilal received the title of Yeoman from the Empire of Nusrus. Bilal has gained his first level of Psylink. He is now a Psycaster. To use psychic powers, Bilal must build up Psy focus through meditation. The effectiveness of his meditation is increased if the person can focus on a specific object while meditating. Different people are able to focus on different objects. This depends on the person's backstories, traits, and titles. For example, Psycasters with royal titles meditate on their thrones. Psycasters with tribal charters meditate to anima trees and nature shrines. Ascetic Psycasters meditate to blank walls. Psychopathic Psycasters meditate to graves, ideally with a loved one inside. You can see someone's meditation focus type by looking at their info card. Upon gaining the new Psylink level, Bilal automatically learned these psychic powers. Pain block. It's not a bad one, I suppose. It's not a good one either, if I'm honest, but... My brain! Scan me! No. I'm afraid I don't want to know what your power level is. I really wish Rimworld had Z levels, even if it was just limited to 3. One above and one below. I don't think it needs it. Okay, I sincerely don't believe we need it. There you go, some actual food. There we are. Let's get this place cleaned up a little bit. I strongly feel that we should place down some marble tiles. These are alternating brick paving. Let's finish off the design then. No one's going to be too happy about this, but we're almost 50% of the way to understanding the secrets of technology. Hooray us. Bilal is going to be flying high for a little while, though. All that delicious, delicious, delicious cannibal gnomes. Wow, finally caught another Aavak stream. Hello, mate. How are you doing? And yeah, Canty, I actually had a butcher command set up. It's just Bilal is the only one who's allowed to do it. So it kind of relied on him just getting it done, really. You just haul stuff instead of worrying about carrying, chopping things down. Let's just get the wood in here because this place is getting cooled. Yeah. Perfect. And this one as well. Thank you. Okay. I've seen birch trees, which isn't a bad idea, but I would really really actually kind of prefer it if people would harvest a muffalo. Hunting muffalo, fantastic. It's as if you heard me. I approve. Also, there's plenty of hares on the map as well now. Actually, only one. Fine. Leafin whispered a story about life after death to Oak. Leafin feigned inattention towards Oak. Leafin approached Oak while whispering to herself about technology. Leafin and Bilal talked about fighting toads. Leafin demonstrated a skill to Oak. Well done. Okay, looks like we're making the cannibal meals again. Sadly, that's going to keep happening. Unless a muffalo is brought back, that's just going to keep being the case. Bilal, how hungry are you? Go and eat that meal. Just to get it out of the way. Then immediately butcher the muffalo. Oh no, you're gonna eat that anyway. Oh, you can. Oh, that's fine. You can feed. You can feed that. You can feed their friend to them. I approve. Right, my lord. We need another table. Are there any other tables around? No. Oh, sadness. Six is heading up for another muffalo, though. Alright. I guess there's no reason not to build a slate one. And some slate benches. That'll do nicely. Right, Colette can now get a decent amount of stuff done. I started to regret not getting clothing. Because honestly, if everyone had, like, not that we have a lot of parkas, but we've got some blue fur. We could have used that to make some parkas. What? Minus 12 Celsius is not that cold. Surround song. I wouldn't challenge you to this because I'm worried that your machismo might actually force you to take up the challenge, and that would literally be me encouraging you to commit harm to yourself. But I do not challenge you to wear the equivalent of a toga in minus 12 all day and then have that kind of bravado. Your winters may well be around that, but I'm pretty certain that you're not outside in it whilst wearing a sling slung from shoulder to hip. Okay. It's called a bathrobe, and I do it on my holidays. I don't believe you. It's that simple, really, on that one. It really is that simple. You could tolerate it, but to say, "Oh, that's not cold," that's just silliness at that point. It is by definition freezing. I've done polar plunges in freezing water. Oh, I'm certain quite a lot of people have. I mean, it's regular training exercises for anyone in the navies to tolerate the chill of the ocean and remain in control of your faculties and senses in order to have the best chances of survival. But it's quite a different thing to say, oh yeah, you know, I go for a regular dip in, you know, I just kind of dig out a bit of a pond in amongst the Arctic. You got to go down quite deep, you know, to get to the water, and then I just swim in it. And sometimes I just lie there for you know, just kind of floating on my back, thinking about things as I stare up at the clouds. Not cold, of course not. I mean, come on. It's like, really? Come on, peeps. But poor old Colette. The cooked cannibalism has taken its toll. But this kind of ties into something that I feel fairly strongly on. It's a bit of a, you know, my friends and the Casa Sheila often find it strange that I enjoy the feeling of snow on my feet. I walk barefoot through the snow because I enjoy it. But I'm cognizant of the fact that it's cold. It's just I can tolerate it. The skin on the bottom of my feet is particularly thick and my circulation is very good. I'm quite a warm person. But I wouldn't, and despite the fact that I quite often just wear a t-shirt out when it's snowing, I wouldn't tell someone it's not cold. I wouldn't try to imply that them feeling that they need a coat is somehow a failing on their part, because it's not cold. Don't be silly. I find that so disingenuous. It's like, yes, it's cold. I can just handle it. Yes, my feet are 100% aware that I'm stood on frozen water. It is cold. Compared to my core temperature, it is really cold. If I couldn't tell that was cold, and that's a reflection on the fact that my nerves are dead. Not on the people around me are somehow less able to deal with inclement weather than me. We're going to need to get that sorted out pretty soon. Well, actually, considering that half the meals that we give them are made of people, maybe that isn't the most pressing concern, to be fair. Though getting all of this sorted really is. I think, well, now that we no longer have the issue of the spider nearby, we could... Yeah, let's get a little bit of mining done. We need a tad bit of steel. Yeah, 4 I think will be enough for now. Major break risk though. 6, how's it going? Yeah, the cooked cannibalism is being a big issue, but we'll have to see how it goes. Up to 14 here. Quiet Leon. Yeah, saying that it's not cold to me. Though, again, I would risk that's imprecision with language. maybe it isn't. But if you can't tell that snow is cold, then that's a problem with you. Your nerves are deadened. Your thermoception is thrown off in some degree. You should be able to tell the difference simply from temperature differences between inside your hand and outside your hand, assuming you're touching it with your hand. Or, like, the inside of your mouth should be warm enough that snow on your cheeks feels cold. Because by comparison, it is a lot colder. So someone saying, it's not cold to me, is again, it's this... That is a lot better, though, saying it's not cold to me. Like you said, instead of saying, oh, you know, this isn't cold, as if someone feeling cold from it is in the wrong. Still, personally, I tend to say, I just don't mind it. It is cold. I just don't care. It's kind of like people saying, you know, when they put out a candle with their fingers. And it reminds me of an old movie, Lawrence of Arabia. And he does it, and one of the other characters like tries to do it and said, "Ow, it hurts," you know. Well, and he goes, "Yes." And he goes, "Well, what's the trick then?" He says, "The trick is not minding that it hurts." And that's kind of where I'm at with it. I have it in probably a freakishly broad tolerance to cold temperatures for where I live, and an incredibly narrow tolerance for heat. But I'm still aware that it's cold. I'm still keenly aware that it's cold. I just don't care. That is a problem. Once we can finish off the shell here, I can start hooking it up. But the problem with trying to get that across here is that they'd have to cross so much area to hook into this. It would be nicer to have a fire. Now, if I designed this place with a central heating system in mind, that would have been a different story altogether, but sadly. Where's Belial right now? I'm starting to regret having told you to chop all these trees down, frankly. Can I cancel that? The other issue is they're not actually able to draw the wood in. So they're spending all this time out there chopping it down. It just occurred to me that then the wood is left on the ground, like I can see around there, and they do nothing with it. Largely because there's not enough room to store it, I suppose. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and create a new zone. We'll just pop it in here and set it only for wood. Yeah, mini patch. That's often another thing that I think some people, at best, it's just they don't quite understand there's a lack of precision in their language. At worst, it's intentionally misleading. Is to say, oh yeah, I can handle it, when they might be able to for 5-10 minutes. 15 maybe. But the sort of casual presentation and thereby the implication that someone who can't handle it is somehow lesser. When I mean it's like saying I could hang off the side of a building by my fingertips. Anyone could do that. I could for 10 minutes. Ask me to do that for a day, though. And that's a very different matter. Well, Belial, I'm a little bit concerned. Please don't lose any bits. Could someone please treat Belial? Where is Colette? Why are you out there not treating Belial? Please just drop that and run. Only the people who've managed to grab Parkers are actually able to handle this right now. I am seriously regretting not having... Well, I mean... I think what we need to do then is set up... Well, let's go to the worker outfit. And I am going to allow tainted apparel. We're going to change it to cold weather. Drat. Also, it's Alex. Hello, mate. Hello, Raiders. How you all doing? How was the stream? I was very happy to have caught the beginning of it. Etal Randy. Yeah, Randy and I... Etal did not die. Well done. Well done. I did notice a couple of Men in Black situations, or at least one. We had our own Men in Black situation that... Oh, it was funny. The first hour of the stream, we were in a somewhat okay place, except that at the end of the last stream, out of my 3 colonists decided to have a fight with their teeth, which left them both in not a great position. What followed was Randy sent a raid of something like 5 or 6 people armed with guns, and we had 3 people. However, that one didn't go great, and 2 of them got kidnapped. The Man in Black showed up, managed to stop the 3rd one being kidnapped, and started to recover. But... Well, there was a bit of a fire problem, you see, and we had these lush, fantastic fields of hay grass and food, and it was marvelous. And our base was complete with steel walls, which one might assume would offer some small degree of protection from the naked flame, but alas, no. Alas, no. Yes, the teeth stuff was bad. I maintain the Matten and Malakin ended that base because they couldn't stand not biting each other. So, yes, the fire spread, things went bad, and then, like, moments later, and we are talking moments, Randy sent another raid, and they finished off the Man in Black. And then they kidnapped the Man in Black, and everything just kind of went to hell in a handbasket, really. That was the end of that one. It was a good time, and it was a bad time. We had a few close scares, but we ended with more colonists than we started with. That's always a good way to go. Well, actually, no. This is a separate base. We went from that and we started a tribal run on Tundra. Randy random, losing his fun again. All the same mods, but this is pure tribal run. And yeah, it's not going too bad, except it's a little bit chilly, little tiny bit cold, which wasn't a problem for a little while, but now it is a problem. Most of our colonists have managed to grab some kind of parka from someone. I'll give you a quick glance. We decided to settle the Black Wasp Hills, next to the Wasp Claw Sea. I'm not sure if maybe that was a mistake. I like to think it wasn't. And as a result, we kind of have a bit of a waspy theme, you know, the wings, the head, stinger style going on with our